What's the trajectory?
It looks like they're on a collision course.
Damn it. What kind of time do we have?
About 48 hours, sir.
That's not enough. Look, if the public gets wind of this, we are going to have a major panic on our hands. We have to release some sort of explanation. But what?
We have just received word from the Associated Press of a new development. NASA, the U.S. Space Agency, reports that most of the meteorites will burn up in the atmosphere, but some will be large enough to reach the Earth's surface, with the most likely location of impact being in the northwestern Pacific Ocean. Some could even possibly land on
Pack
Hokkaido
up!
Island in
Our
northern
field
Japan.
trip is finished! Back on the bus, people!
Story. The International Space Station is awaiting new gas from both the United States
Honami here.
It is me. Listen carefully. The first impact was off Sanriku. The next appears to be heading to where you are, okay? It is estimated to land somewhere just outside of Sapporo. Nothing has hit land yet, and we don't know exactly how large they...
Hello?
What is that? They're stopped. Awesome. What's going on?
Get down!
Code 319 in Sector C. It's a meteor strike. A disaster squad has been requested. Move!
Aboard! Aye! Welcome, sir.
Waterase, ChemLab Division.
Hanatani, please report.
No chemical pollution or nuclear radiation has been detected.
See? I told you you weren't needed here.
Hey, I'm only following orders.
We made the initial scan, but there hasn't been time to perform the organic test yet.
And what about the meteorite?
Nothing.
It's not here?
Right. And our readings seem to show it was slowing down as it hit the ground.
Slowing? I don't like the sound of this at all.
One of the meteorites has landed in northern Japan, in a mountainous region approximately 50 kilometers south of Sapporo City on the island of Hokkaido. As for now, the damage is limited. Numerous trees in the area have caught fire, but no human injuries have been reported.
Again?
Your computer seems to be doing everything else fine, but maybe there's a problem with the phone lines.
Yeah, I guess. But I just don't get it. There have been several connection problems across the south side all morning long.
Nowhere else?
We went over there to check out the situation, but we didn't find anything.
It could be the meteor shower.
We're a bit too far away for that to have any effect.
Hi, Sapporo Science Center.
Yeah, I just wanted to call to report something fell out of the sky. I don't know, it's chlorine, it's glowing. I'm afraid something's gonna
Say
happen.
again.
It's radioactive.
You're picking up a lot of static.
Is there something you guys can do?
Hold on one second. Hello?
Hey! There's something out there!
Shikatsu's aglow.
The ancient chronicles say the sky once turned red. Hell, in 1990, the upper red part of the northern lights could be seen as far as central Japan. But Japan's sky turning green? All I can guess is a localized magnetospheric fluctuation is at work here. Even if the meteors happen to be affecting the ionosphere, it'd be highly unlikely to cause something like this. A magnetic field strong enough might be able to short out anything electrical.
Either way, I'm gonna go have a look around.
Right.
Who goes there? This area is restricted.
Huh? Yes, it started!
They also never found anything from the Tunguska meteorite that landed in Siberia.
One theory I've heard is that the entire thing was nothing but ice.
You see, from our data, I find that to be highly improbable.
Do you suppose that maybe it just moved?
Moved?
You're kidding. Walking rocks.
Of course not really. It's more...
What's more?
I just want to know how a cloud of meteors would all of a sudden come to Earth. That's what bothers me.
Readings seem to show it was slowing down.
Huh.
Right here? In Sapporo?
So tell me, is it true you were a detective in Nagasaki?
Who told you that?
Why'd you quit?
Something happened that scared the piss out of me. And I guess I decided it wasn't my thing. You know, a pansy.
Hey, watch it! Mr. Osaka, you were a cop!
I told you, I decided that really wasn't my thing.
You were a professional.
Yeah, but you're the professional rent-a-cop.
Part-time job.
Don't push.
Shh. What is that?
I want to go home now.
There's been a recent rash of burglaries involving fiber optic cables. They're not damaged, they're just gone. People around here are getting confused.
Yeah. Has anyone noticed that the reports have been moving north?
Huh?
Tokino, Tokiwa, Ishiyama.
That's exactly what's happening. Meteors. Is that what this is about? No, wait. Computers and cell phones don't mix. This way.
Yes, Hanami here.
Hanami, it's Wadarasi. Sorry to bother you, but,
10,000 cases? What a waste of beer.
Huh. We're glad you made it.
Is this part of that green glow at Shikatsu Lake?
The last time we spoke, you mentioned our meteor moving. I'd like you to tell me more.
Well, now it has direction.
Huh? To where?
Seems to me something is making its way here from Lake Shikatsu.
Just listen. How many times do I have to tell you? A cockroach or a big crab. Like a giant insect. But huge, as big as a man or something.
You said you only saw a shadow.
I did. But why doesn't anyone believe me? I know what I saw. Oh, man. Why am I always the one who has to deal with this
This guy was grabbed by the police before we ever had a chance to talk to him.
It looks like the police didn't believe a single thing he had to say.
That's because he was a cop in Nagasaki a few years ago, responding to the first Gauss invasion.
Gauss?
So you can see why they might be a bit leery.
Hey, we found a lot more than spilled beer. Silicone powder was everywhere. The beer itself was untouched, but the glass bottles were chemically dissolved away.
It's starting to feel like the seams of the world are coming apart. GAMERA, then Gauss, and now it looks like extraterrestrials.
So you say monsters from space.
60% of all the plant life in Tahiti has been transplanted there by seasonal migratory birds. The same thing could be happening right now between the planets. Of course, there's no way to be sure.
If the seams are indeed falling apart, it's our job to put them back together.
Who are you?
Excuse me. What are you doing?
Ishida! Ishida!
Ishida! Ishida!
A spokesman from the police department has informed me that the main north-south subway line has been completely shut down due to the discovery of an undisclosed hazardous material. And that is all the information he could share.
Hold it! We have now found the train. Do you copy?
What in the world?
What is that?
Currently, the police are working to rescue the train's passengers, and with the discovery of hazardous materials, there are a number of concerns regarding safety issues. The atmosphere around Adori Station is growing more tense every minute as both the public and the police look for answers. Something seems to be happening here. The rescue crews appear to be on the move.
Ah, what the hell's wrong with the TV?
That's no good.
Operations! Operations! ISDN circuits, they're down.
And all mobile communications, they're all gone.
What the hell's going on?
Well done, officer.
What's this about?
You mean no one told you?
No, nothing. Did someone call the Defense Force?
Communications are all out of whack right now. We're here to, take another look inside the tunnel.
For what?
You know, anything connected to our alien guest. I shouldn't be getting you guys involved in this. I don't want to get you into any trouble.
I'm married. I don't really consider this trouble.
You're not allowed in there. It's going on my report.
Wait a second. Take a look.
Pressure 4 atmospheres? Oxygen 78%? That's not normal. What's it like down there?
It's not normal.
What are those?
What we were originally looking for down here was some sort of germ or parasite. Instead, we found what you see here.
So they're an alien life form?
Survivors, sir! We can see them! Get them! Red Squad, move! Let's go, people! Hurry! You're gonna be fine!
Why would they only kill some of them? Why were some spared?
There's got to be a common link between the victims. Appearance, health status, maybe something they were wearing.
Colonel, you've been called up by the governor. I'm to take you to headquarters at once.
Oxygen is such a common part of our survival that it is easy to forget that in too high a concentration, oxygen becomes nothing more than a very deadly poison. Prolonged exposure to this type of environment has toxic effects: sore throat, coughing, and other respiratory problems. With the severely high pressure levels of oxygen present in the downtown subway, most life forms we know about would never be able to survive.
And what do you have for us, Colonel?
Yes, sir. Our adversary is a derelict species with absolutely no possibility for our coexistence. In other words, if we allow it to survive, we will die. For the sake of the human race, we must fight it to extinction.
Have you ever heard of leafcutter ants?
Sure. They're the ones that grow mushrooms outside their nest.
Right. But the mushrooms won't grow there unless the ants feed them, and without the mushrooms, the ants can't maintain their nest.
So, the big plant thing that's growing downtown, the thing we're calling the pod?
Okay. The thing with all the grass spores.
Yeah. We assume it would be part of the alien life forms.
We should probably consider both anomalies to be two equal aspects of the same thing.
Well, if that is the case, wouldn't we stop and kill them both by destroying either one?
There is one other thing.
What's that?
We don't know how it reproduces.
Pardon me, sir. The pod appears to be flowering.
Flower? What color?
I didn't ask. But we're gonna blast it.
Citizens, the Self-Defense Force is preparing to attack the life form at Susukino Subway.
Anyone within 2 miles of the Susukino Subway station has no choice but to evacuate the area
immediately. Citizens are asked to remain calm and follow all instructions carefully. Citizens, the Self-Defense
Testing. Do you read me? Over.
With that much oxygen, a small explosion should be sufficient. And it will cause less damage as well.
I can't believe the roads department is letting us get away with this.
If we wait, it will just cost them more. The pod is still growing. I see no other choice here.
Right.
Their radio is no good. Leave it.
Yes, sir.
Bandit, 12 o'clock!
Evacuation is proceeding as planned.
Good job.
Move along, people. Move along. Right this way. Come on. Right this way. Keep going, people. Let's go. Move along. Move along. Right this way, people.
The public evac is right on schedule, sir.
The operation is now ready to begin. 2 hours. And how's the radio?
Dead. Useless, sir.
Is there any word from the inside?
I'm not really supposed to do this. I could get in a lot of trouble with the company.
Any idea when you'll be done?
Yes, ma'am, sir. Coming right up, one estimate of maximum damage and destruction should the pod blow up and launch seeds into space.
They might have made their decision a little faster if we had done this analysis before.
I wonder, huh? You know, they probably haven't even considered that it might launch a seed into space.
I know it may sound strange and all, but how else would it migrate? Obitsu. How much damage?
Sapporo would be utterly devastated. Nothing would survive.
Well done, officer.
The pod, sir.
The pod is activated.
Oh no. Now it's preparing to detonate. We gotta go. We gotta go now!
We both saw the data simulation. No way we could ever get away in time.
Nothing unusual. The coast is pretty quiet. Shinriku Patrol has nothing to report. Returning to base.
Bogey! 90 degrees! 12,000 meters! Closing fast!
Roger. Have chopper confirm.
Unidentified object reported. 8 o'clock at 90 degrees and closing quickly. Please confirm. Work to establish visual op.
Nothing here. Just dolphins.
Seahawk, report in!
Bogey confirmed! Repeat! Bogey confirmed as GAMERA, bearing due northwest!
GAMERA's out there.
We believe that the pod is emitting pure oxygen. Attacking it could induce a huge explosion.
And you think waiting will stop it? The tunnel crew is poised. We may not get another chance. The time has come to attack and shut down the pod.
Civilians out?
Evacuated. Everyone's safe.
Be sure to confine the attack within the tunnel.
Ready? Armed and locked. Fire! Check. You have radio.
GAMERA sighted off the San Rico coast, bearing northwest. Repeat, GAMERA is flying towards Hokkaido.
Let's go! Take aim!
Holy cow. Gamera.
Now where the hell's he been?
Suspend operations. Pull back everyone to Minimikujo.
Pull back!
GAMERA has suspended all launches.
Huh?
And he asked unto him, What is thy name? And he answered, saying, My name is Legion, for I am the one of the many.
The Bible.
Mark 9, verse 8.
Legion.
GAMERA's hurt.
Miss Hanami, what are you doing here?
Do you know what it is they're doing up there?
Huh?
They look like they're dead.
Do Transformers attract them?
There's something below.
Let's go!
Target confirmed. Range 5 miles. Attack formation.
Engage.
Missiles approaching target.
The morning light has made the extent of the damage clear. The immense scale of the damage has left many involved in shock. City disaster response teams are working to assist those who are left without homes or offices. They are also taking several precautionary measures in case the creatures should return. Meanwhile, the shore of Ishikari Bay, into which Gamera plunged after leaving Sapporo, is now littered with the corpses of literally thousands of alien creatures.
For one brief moment, the scores of creatures that are now called symbiotic legions were thought to have been exterminated by Gamera. When the last one suddenly reappeared with huge wings, it was blasted by missiles. However, strange as it may seem, the body of the creature is nowhere to be found.
Uh-huh. We're still going. I'll be okay, Daddy. Don't worry. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer. We're not going to Hokkaido, you know. I told you we're going to Zhou. Yeah, I got it. Be careful in New York, all right, Daddy? It's dangerous.
A girl who talks to Gamera?
I found it on a website dedicated to him. Gotta love the internet.
Hey, what are you still doing here?
Oh, I need to be at the lab. You've got the mouse. I'll see you later.
Me? But my English is terrible.
Oh, it's okay. Some info about Gamera. I can't believe he's got his own website. Oh, what's that? Hey, what the? Do something. Hey, don't be a bitch. Do something.
Jesus!
I've got it.
Hi, welcome. Come on.
Excuse me?
Calcium is very important for a woman, even more so than it is for men.
We know that they don't seem to have any muscles. Their joints are able to move via pressurized gas. Everything else is a total mystery.
Well, have they found any remains of the largest one?
The only item recovered was a giant wing from the sea.
Yeah. Then we should assume that it got away.
Yeah.
What are these?
The alien's body structure. Electroscopic images.
I see semiconductors.
Huh?
Aren't semiconductors made out of silicon?
Huh?
Silicon is made by breaking down sand particles, a process where...
Oxygen releases. Even a lighter could flare up.
Yeah. And because glass is a silicon compound, that's gotta be why all the bottles at the brewery disappeared.
They've also had a steady diet of fiber optic cables.
They separate silicon, which causes a reaction releasing oxygen for the pod, so that when it seeds, the oxygen will fuel the launching explosion. Is that semiconductor structure the result of a diet consisting of just silicon?
But silicon acts as a major component of the Earth's surface, so it's not too hard for this thing to find a buffet.
Yeah, but they built their nest downtown where there's not much dirt around. Why's that?
I think I need something to drink.
Okay.
Huh?
Ask the lion on the shelf. My father's a bit of a tight ass.
I'll bet. Probably just wants you safe. Wouldn't want my daughter locked in a room with 2 goons either.
Some goons, yes, but well behaved.
You know, with this body structure, they could very well communicate electromagnetically.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes me think. Where is the... Okay. Here it is. Portable phones, pager, radio.
What is that?
It's a list of the items the subway passengers were carrying before they died. Maybe that's what they wanted.
Oh my god! That's why they built their nest where there were so many waves, huh?
Downtown Sapporo.
Its communications are off. Cell phones and pagers messed them all up. So they quickly invaded and set up a base. And if you ask me, war is exactly what they're made for.
Most likely, then. They'll target the more populated areas.
Tokyo. Thickest hub of EM waves on Earth. If communications here are paralyzed, and imagine if they were to sneak into the city through the subway. No one could help us.
I see what you mean here, but we simply don't have the forces to cover every single city in eastern Japan. It'd be impossible.
Are people so sure we've exterminated the entire Legion?
Gunners did hit the big one with missiles, but we're not letting our guard down, though. GAMERA had to travel to Sapporo for a reason.
He must have sensed something.
I saw him blow fire at the pod where the oxygen was emitting. That's enough for me to know that he was deliberate in his intentions.
So you think GAMERA is trying to help us?
And you don't?
GAMERA has forced us to rethink our strategy towards him. Many people consider it dangerous to think of him as a partner.
There's supposed to be a girl who is actually able to communicate with him.
I'm not so sure I find much credibility in that story. Do you think the Legion will attack Tokyo?
If not Tokyo directly, then probably the next city along the way.
Aomori. Morioka.
Sendai. They'd be next.
Pachinko place? So they're heading for Sendai.
The things are all dead, by the way.
They're dead?
Right now, the chiefs of staff are meeting together. And it could take them a while to make up their minds.
Okay, sir. I will call you when we get there.
Does that mean the swarm flew there?
Yeah, the small ones have wings too.
Obitsu should know about this. He'll be able to come up with something.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Come up with something, she says.
Yes, sir.
Morning, sir. Large pod has been found at Sendai subway.
Can you hear me now?
A 6-kilometer radius surrounding the Sendai pod has been ordered indefinitely evacuated, and a standby warning is out to 8 kilometers. The affected area is mostly comprised of office buildings, where the pod appeared before commuters left for work.
Mr. Miyagi? Mr. Miyagi! We seem to have lost connection at this point. We'll go back to the scene just as soon as our signal is restored. And now, deployment of the Self-Defense Force has been ordered to assist by the Prime Minister.
Sir! It's changing awfully fast.
That's probably due to climate. Down here it's much warmer.
It's getting dangerous. You'd better leave too.
But you've gotta let me—
You! Put her on a chopper!
Yes, sir.
Move along. It's gonna be okay. Keep moving. Let me help you there.
I'm sorry. Nothing to be sorry about.
Thank you for the ride.
We've got a message from the tower. They've spotted GAMERA. He's heading for the city, and we're supposed to wait here.
GAMERA?
Michelle.
Emergency! Permission to take off!
Are you okay?
You all right? We finished the load!
GAMERA is trying to protect us.
It's too late now. It's preparing to launch its seed. It's going to explode.
There's a battle at the airport. GAMERA's there, fighting a Legion creature.
The helicopters. Did they get away?
Most did, sir. All except one.
Oh, shit. Fighting GAMERA to stall out. It needs more time for the seed to launch. We need to move to a more secure area.
More than this?
The second it flowered, we were completely helpless.
Contact all units. Tell them to pull back to Zone Z. Yes, sir. Let's go.
GAMERA.
Do you know something more about GAMERA?
Huh?
Yorosagi Kusanagi, yeah?
time to do something is now, or else Tokyo's next. If we do not stop this thing, Tokyo will fall like Sendai.
We lack information. Fighting an invisible army we don't understand. We don't even know if it'll be the big one or a bunch of little ones. It's okay.
Normally, bees and ants spread their numbers by leaving the nest and establishing new ones. The Legion spreads like a plant and launches a seed. When GAMERA defeats that, they can only grow more and more desperate with each attempt. They will come in full force this time.
And now there's no more GAMERA, is there?
And where were the small ones? He killed the pod, but GAMERA wasn't attacked in Sendai.
It's possible they're not active when it's about to seed.
That's about the same time they disappeared in Sapporo as well.
We must destroy them before they get any further. They must not reach Tokyo. We must find them quickly, and we must hit them first. We cannot afford another Sendai.
The neon from the pachinko place is another source of electromagnetic energy. Sapporo had the transformer, which emitted an electromagnetic field as well. And compared with the other two, voila.
They don't look the same.
Well, that's because their amplitude is decisively different in this case. Give it a noise filter and look at the different frequencies and modulation. And this is the station they all listen to.
Thank God.
So, what do we do with this information?
When a bee stings, it not only dies, but it releases pheromones. The other bees respond to it and subsequently will attack. Could be that this very pattern acts like a pheromone to the Legion, calling them all at once.
So then we can lure all the small ones.
The Tohoku, Senzan, and other train lines have reported heavy damage to tracks and rail cars which were derailed by the explosion. No JR or other trains are operating at this time. We will keep you posted as we receive any new information on the... We interrupt this news broadcast for an emergency announcement. We go now live to the Prime Minister's residence.
We are expecting an announcement from the Chief Cabinet Secretary, but we are still awaiting his arrival at this time.
It is thought that the announcement concerning the attack of the Legion and how the government... Do we have the Prime Minister?
An investigation into the attack on our nation by the Legion suggests that their next objective will most likely be our capital city of Tokyo. Cabinet orders the Self-Defense Force to establish its final line of defense along the Tanagawa River. The gravity of the situation is evident in the level of security.
Are the monsters here?
No. He says they're going to get rid of them.
Is GAMERA gone?
It'll be okay.
The attack is being treated as a matter of preserving the survival of our nation and of its people. It is our inalienable right to common self-defense, permissible under Article 9, Section C of the Constitution, namely, that our nation faces an egregious act of aggression, that there are no other appropriate measures, and that necessary force will be used. Since these conditions are considered to have been met, the Self-Defense Force is ordered to deploy and destroy.
With the latest order comes the movement of personnel as well as unilateral permission to import the necessary materials for war. National routes around Tokyo and in the Northeast are under extremely strict regulation. Citizens are asked to obey official instructions by avoiding all forms of automobile travel and use buses, train routes, and other public transit.
Live in the sky, this is Channel 6 News. I'm over the Tanigawa River and the usually jam-packed Highway 122. Citizens in this area have been completely evacuated. This is where the Self-Defense Force has plans to stop the Legion for good.
No, wait. I'll say goodbye here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be okay. I was hoping to see this thing through, you know.
You should really go. Your father must be worried sick. I thank you for everything.
It's nothing. But, well, I'll see ya. Oh, one more thing. Be careful.
Years ago, when I was a kid, the whole town ran away from the fire. I've never been so scared. Still haunts my dreams. But now I will not run away.
Ready? Yeah. Well, you look scared shitless. Huh? GAMERA couldn't even beat those things. So you could try and run away. But your mom wants you to be a hero. Aye.
That'll be gate 10. Hurry, please.
Thank you. There were still some good seats left. Nobody else on Earth is heading north. Oh, thanks a lot.
GAMERA's alive. He will come back for us. You see...
See what?
GAMERA will not let the Legion win.
Good. Let's go see if there's something we can do to help, okay?
We've got contact. 17 meters below ground. It looks to be about 100 meters long.
Assume it to be the largest one, and stay on top of it.
Speed and direction, Corporal.
Azumamura is heading south-southeast at about 15 kilometers per hour.
Maintaining that rate, it will reach Mount Akiyuki at approximately 1800 hours.
Request air support for that same sector.
Yes, sir. Approved air support. For Mount Akiyuki, arriving 1800 hours.
Send the tank battalion ahead. Fire only on confirmed contact. I want radios off. Communicate only by telephone.
Yes, sir.
Everything is shut down, leaving just the radios to draw them in.
Thank you, Obitsu. You can leave the rest to us. Now you should get someplace safe.
What, am I off the team?
I'm afraid I can't hold your hand this time.
This is a battle I at least have to witness.
Take him to the comm center.
Aye.
Obitsu. You get a beer as soon as we're done.
I hear that.
The biggest one has serviced just outside Ashikaga. The tank battalion is currently engaged.
It's all right, honey. Gamera's only sleeping.
Gamera's okay then?
Mm-hmm.
Tank Battalion. Reports over 50% losses.
Send them back to the Tatara River to regroup. Now! And get them some more air support.
Yes, sir.
We can't lose any more men.
The Legion, it's airborne. Now heading south-southeast at 150 kilometers per hour.
And our efforts against the big one?
Tank and air attacks have had little effect. Nothing.
Big one advancing with speed unchanged.
The big one! It's breaking through the first perimeter!
Gamera, get up!
He will soon. Jeez, you're hurt.
Gamera must also be hurting.
Commander, Gamera's up!
The Legion swarm is approaching the second line now. Gunners are engaged. The swarm is spread out in order to avoid fire. About a fifth are through and heading for our rear line.
Gamera! He's heading to Ashikaga!
He's going straight for the big one.
The Legion, it's now moving north.
Oh, God.
They're going to help the big one against Gamera, sir. He has no chance against them both together. You've got to assist him, sir.
And why would we give a monster our help?
Because Gamera's...
There's only so much we're capable of.
The Legion's in Ashikaga, and moving! I don't have time to explain it! Give me every ounce of your power!
Don't you understand? We're not supposed to transmit anything tonight.
Oh, I'm fully aware of that!
How do I know you're not just some punk playing a prank?
Don't you think I've got more important things to do than to screw with you?
That's it. Bye now.
No!
If I do this, it'll be on your head.
Right, yes, blame me!
Don't worry, I plan on it.
Yes! I'll be right over.
Here goes nothing.
The Legion again. It's changing course. And also, the Nasaki transmitter is in trouble.
Trouble?
It sprung a leak.
Oh, Bitsu's there.
Please, sir. We've got to do something.
Now's our chance.
Yes, sir, and we've been waiting for this opportunity.
As you wish, then. Take anti-tank helicopters and help the officer in charge.
Yes, sir. You will not regret this.
second line! The big one is right on top of us!
Is that confirmed?
Yes.
Gamera's in battle. He seems to be attempting to stop the big one.
Whatever you do, don't use the radio.
Okay.
Aim all fire at the alien creature and help Gamera.
Yes, sir.
Safety up! Engine ready! Fire!
Asshole! You're gonna pay for this! I swear to you!
We'll talk about this later! Now, shut up, you old fart!
Get rid of any transmitters you have! Poderosa!
Let's get out.
Sorry, but we can't leave here now. There's no way Gamera can possibly defeat the swarm.
Then we kill him right here at the station.
The Legion! The big one has something new up his sleeve!
Where's the second air group?
They still have 5 minutes to engage.
It's the big one! He's made it past the last barricade!
Are you okay?
There's your defense line.
That was close.
We did it! Mission accomplished!
Gamera's gonna be okay.
Sayonara.
So once again, it takes GAMERA to save the human race.
Gamera didn't come here just to save you and me. It's all forms of life on Earth. Gamera would never let the Legion win. After all, he is the guardian of the universe.
So does that mean that if we keep destroying life on this planet, he would...
Gamera wouldn't like that. It would only make him mad.